We're here. Welcome,
We're
everyone.
here. Pull up, have a beer.
Hey, yes, pull up.
Let's talk some toys.
We do here. Welcome back to Figures Not Included. I am Mikey, alongside Ned and Larry David Poole. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. We're doing so great.
You
Happy
guys
to
look
be.
great.
What episode are we on?
59.
Episode 59. I hope you guys aren't tired of us yet. We got lots of more fun toy news to bring to you each
Got a
and
lot
every
of toy opinions to give you guys. So
We need to talk toys. We need to get it out of our system. It's in our blood. It's in our brains. And if we don't do this podcast, we're gonna explode.
we're gonna lose our mind. You might see us right now and be like, "Oh, they look a little inflamed," and
We're gonna look like Michael Douglas. We're in the top. What's it called? The crop top and the dark rim glasses. You guys remember that movie?
Are you having a brain aneurysm right now? What's going on?
Oh, Falling
Yeah,
Down.
you guys remember that movie? That movie was so good.
Falling down. Okay,
Falling
yeah,
Down.
yeah, falling
Yeah,
down.
man, that movie was so great. I just saw a
I
little
don't-
clip of it online the other day, and I was like, I can't believe how good that movie was.
I don't think I've ever
I'd
seen
like.
falling down.
I want a Michael Douglas action figure.
Of falling down.
Yes, wouldn't that be cool with the rocket launcher and the bag of like machine guns and stuff?
It would be kind
Little
of cool.
briefcase with nothing in it. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm gonna find that movie and watch it again because that movie was fun.
Like I'm gonna leave right now and go watch Falling Down. Good
Yeah,
night,
you guys do this. I'm gonna go watch that movie.
Forget the podcast.
Well, you almost did because I was very late coming to today's show.
You were so late. What were you doing, Michael?
You know, I'm known for my tardiness.
Tardiness?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm always tardy to the party.
Yeah, you have your own time standard.
I'm flatulently late to so many events.
Pacific, Central, Eastern, and Michael.
Yeah. Well, it's Miami time. Yeah, I'm a Miami boy, and so when you're in Miami,
I don't know about that. You were late in Miami too, so
that's what I'm saying. I'm on Miami time. I was even late for Miami standards.
yeah, exactly. That's just not right. But let's not dawdle too long. Let's get into this. I know there's some cool stuff to talk about this week.
Always
A couple
some great
fun things hitting the news.
Absolutely. Always fun to talk toys with you boys. So let's just get right into it as we always do with hot toy news of the week.
Hot toy news.
It's the hottest toy news. So hot. Never see hotter news. Sometimes we usually do our segments and we break things up, but the fact that Haulathon is happening right now, we scored a few things. Always exciting when Haulathon comes around every year, a yearly annual tradition of NECA.
Yeah, it's a good time. We got to see a lot of the stuff hitting the shelves when we were out at the toy fair, and now we get to see it in people's hands. We get to see it in the store, so that's really exciting. David was up here visiting, and we actually got to do a little Haulathon hunt ourselves. Actually, it wasn't even too bad. We hit it on the first one, didn't we, David?
Yeah.
On the whole little kit and caboodle.
Walked right in, picked them all up.
Oh, Larry, you sound terrible.
Yeah, you sound terrible. Check that mic, David.
I was waiting so long for Mikey, I fell asleep.
This is the pinnacle of professionalism here on
Oh, man.
Not Included.
Technical difficulties everywhere.
No, yeah, but Haulathon just hit again. Finding those things is like a treasure trove, like a chest of wonders when you find it at NECA. And at Target, I never find anything at my Targets. They're non-existent in New York.
Oh yeah,
The wasteland.
yeah. Targets in New York are like the desert. There's nothing. It's barren.
I know, and the NECA is like that little
Barren like your woo.
like my no, like my woo.
I don't know.
You've referenced me as
I
a
don't
woman so many times on this show. We've only done 8 of them.
Oh,
I don't know how you. That's not how I identify at all.
I don't know. It just correlates. Michael, when I see you, those are the things that come into my mind. Just a very effeminate man.
I'll take it. It's fine.
But what about you, Michael? Were you able to find anything, or did you find it online? What did you do?
Well, I have friends in high regards and in high places. So, again, New York, you're not going to
Nice.
find a lot. New Jersey, some places, but no one goes to New Jersey. But I have a good friend. Um, has sent me this beauty of a figure, and that
Is that
figure.
Dirty Eddie?
No, well,
Oh,
that's not what.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, this is just what's on the Haulathon site. So if you're
Oh, I
international, you
thought you
can
were
go on
showing
the
us a
Haulathon
picture of what
site.
you got.
Well, I'm gonna show you right now. If you just give me
You
a
got
gosh
Hello
darn
Kitty?
moment. No, that is not Hello
I'm just
Kitty.
so
This is
excited.
this shredder right here.
Oh yeah, that's the big one right now. That was a good release for this week.
I've
Um,
been waiting for this Ultimate Shredder since. I mean, we got to see it at Toy Fair, and it looked pretty awesome then. And he looks pretty awesome right there in his packaging. I love it. I was almost gonna get the Archie one, but I decided I want to wait for the Ultimate one. I just need that cartoon Shredder, that perfect one, and I think this really fits the bill.
yeah, the Archie one is cool, but I definitely, the Ultimate Shredder was also the one I kind of wanted as well. We found that with Larry. I think we each picked one up of these bad boys, and we were just like excited about how many cool accessories this one brings. We got the one that came with the original San Diego Comic Con pack. That you got the four turtles, and
Yeah,
then the 3 foot soldiers in the Shredder. That was a really great one, and you got a really cool Shredder, very comic book. I mean, cartoon accurate. But this version here, the Ultimate, I mean, they just packed it with tons of really fun little accessories, a lot of nods to the cartoon episodes. And so, yeah, it was really exciting just to get a really cool Shredder with so many great little tidbits.
yeah. Shout out to Ed, not you, Ed, a different Ed, and for hooking me up on this one. You hooked me up too,
Whoa,
Ed.
whoa,
But
whoa. Are you cheating on me with other ads, Michael?
Oh no.
I mean, I don't want to tell any tales out of school, but
Damn, Mike.
I'm a kiss and don't tell type of toy collector. So
I feel so used and abused. So expendable, easily replaced.
that's
Oh
the
no.
nature of toys, man. Toy world, we just come and go. It just move on to the next. So that's
It's
the natural.
whatever Ed gets you the best toys.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly. That's how I roll. Larry, how'd you roll with your holothon this past week?
Well, I got some 2 scoops of evil. I
Show
got
us.
my Dark Leo. I got the Ultimate Shredder like I showed and Ed showed, but then I also got my some Dark Leo coming on.
Oh, this one right here. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
A nice looking Dark Leo. Is
I like
that is
it.
that a in-box collection, or are you gonna open that bad boy up?
Oh, I'm gonna open them up. I'll open them up and maybe post a little video or something later. But I just drove back
Nice.
from North Carolina right before this podcast, just for this podcast. So
Oh, you're winded.
So winded, so gassed. Shout out to Jason Work More or Less. He designed this Dark Leo, and so cool to see this character come into this beautiful figure form. It's such a cool design for Leo. That's the cool thing about NECA. They just do so many versions of them, and you never know when you're going to be done, but you're never going to be done collecting turtles.
I know they always come out with a piece that you're just like, wow, that is so neat. I mean, like it's not super necessary, but it looks so great. I really want it. And
Yeah.
Dark Leo is so cool. I mean, Leonardo has had a lot of stints in the comics and the shows and whatnot where he goes to the dark side. And so I remember IDW did a whole little run with the Dark Leo as well that looked really, really cool. And so it's cool to see this version come out. And it just makes for a really cool hero, yeah, figure in general, because it's the turtles are so much fun. And one of the cool things, and I think this is why the original toy line was so popular, it's just because it's so neat to see the turtles in different costumes and in different like versions of it. I remember one of my favorite ones that I loved as a kid was in the wrestling 4 pack where they show Raphael in the all black suit.
Yeah.
I it's just an all black turtle, but to me, he looks so freaking cool, and I'm like, man, I want that so bad. So I want that pack just for that Raphael, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet.
It's still available on Target last time I checked.
Yeah, yeah, it's still floating around. I've seen it a few times. It's just like
Mm.
it's a lot, and I really, in particular, just for that one turtle. So I haven't pulled the trigger on it. Hopefully, I can get a little bit on the deal on it so I can pick it up. Or maybe someone you know, Well, it's kinda hard to let's split up the turtles, just give me that one and you keep the other 3.
I mean, because that's the coolest one, probably. I mean, that's
I know,
so
but we'll
badass.
see. I feel I can I'll be able to get it one of these days.
Speaking of badass, the Untouchable turtle set, I think they look really cool. These gangster ones. Um, again, you sort of have to pick and choose which turtles you're gonna go for. I'm not gonna get these probably, although I do like the look. I'm just oversaturated at this time.
Did we ever find out where this is actually from? These,
This is a Mirage
gangster
comic. This is from
was
the.
this a comic book where they showed up like this?
There has to be, yes, of course. It can't. I
I'm
don't
just
think this is
curious.
just like.
I don't know a definitive answer for it. You know, people said, "Oh yeah, it's from the comic book." They've seen some stuff, but I mean, I read a bunch of them, not the whole run, but I was just curious if there was like a specific series where this was like their outfits. I would like to go look it up and just check it out.
Yeah, I believe I saw a cover. I don't remember what, but it was there. I remember seeing something like that. Unless I'm just
We'll
lying
do
to myself and lying
I'm
to
gonna
you
do a little
guys.
sleuthing, figure out exactly where these were, but they're very cool. Just like you said, the style of them is really, really neat. I like them. I mean, are they necessary? Probably not, but it's just kind of like I said, it's just so cool to see the turtles dressed up in like different gear, and with the this whole gangster feel
Motif,
of
yeah,
set. It's so cool. So I don't know. I might have to get this one, and I just love the Mirage comic book style. So yeah,
yeah, same.
that's another set that I'm like a little hesitant, but I really want it just because it's so much fun.
What was nice about Haulathon this year was you could pretty much go in at the exact time it launched, and you can get everything there, and it was still available even an hour afterwards.
The bad
Yeah,
thing
it
about
wasn't too bad.
the bad thing about Haulathon is they're like piecemealing it out, so the international buyers have to buy whatever they want this week, pay shipping, buy the next drop next week.
Mm,
And I heard a lot of people complain about that on the interwebs. And
yeah.
there was no PandaCon on the drop this week. There was no.
PandaCon, yeah, that's a big one. I know PandaCon was that might be the most requested one outside of
Yeah,
Ultimate
and he
Shredder.
seems to be showing up. I see a lot on the
Yeah,
West Coast are popping around. I've also seen it hitting over here closer to the Central and the East Coast. So I think it's a matter of days before we come across it on this, side of the continent.
I just think the
mhm.
people that can't find it, like in New York, you can barely find them. The people that are waiting to get them online, they're the ones that are a little upset that it's not dropping all at once, or that
Yeah.
the most sought
Well,
after ones, the Shredder didn't drop online, the PandaCon didn't drop online, the Dark Leo. So
see, they gotta find an Ed that they can have
Exactly. You
ship
gotta
some
have
toys.
Eds in
It's like
high places, you know?
exactly.
I
Mikey
got my
knows about
I
that.
got my East Coast Ed, I got my West Coast Ed. I just
Mikey's
need
got a whole Rolodex of Eds across, the world.
I really do. I have
Whenever he need, he just
my own network of,
finds the adjacent Ed the
Jason. Exactly.
Edward and gets his toys. So that's what people need to do, Get that
Um,
network of Eds going.
exactly. Get your Ed network up. Come on. Get those
I
rookie
thought
numbers.
I
We need a
think
lot
isn't
of
that what that cartoon was based on? Ed and Eddie? Wasn't that about
maybe.
that network of Eds?
I think so. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that's
okay.
where
Look.
that
So
was
here we
based
go.
on.
Turtles issue number 14 in 1998. So you see the cover of
Wow, there it is, guys.
that. Casey Jones was
Issue.
pretty badass. That gangster one.
Oh yeah. Are we getting one of those? Was that one on display? I can't remember.
No, I didn't see
no.
Casey, but now that you're seeing, look, and here's the full spread. I know you know me. I like a full spread.
Oh, you love it when it
I'm a
spreads
full
like
spreader. I'm a full
all the
spreader.
way
Yeah,
open
they
like
call
that.
me
Yeah.
the spreader.
The spreader.
This is the full image of the gangster turtles with Casey Jones. Oh my god, dude, that one looks awesome. April
All
O'Neil
right.
looks so
All
cool.
right. We need NECA to give us a 2-pack of that April and that Casey
Yes.
all in right now. My credit card number is ready to roll.
Are you going with? So you have the full unmentionables lineup.
I know that is so cool.
Huh.
You see, I wasn't super aware of like what this coming from, but just looking at the art here and the comment, I mean, I'm gonna go hunt down these issues, and I am definitely hoping the NECA will deliver this Casey in April because they look so good.
It's so cool, and they show the OG April, the Mirage one at
Yeah,
Toy Fair,
Mikey,
and that's another one that's supposed to come out too.
this should be your next Halloween costume. You and Chris, boom, right there.
I will be April.
You're April. She's Casey. You guys are
And
gonna
then
look
you keep
so
calling me
good.
a woman in every other
What?
show.
No,
So
you said you wanted to be April. I'm
no,
just following
I'm
you.
confused now. I don't even know who I am.
Hey, man, I'm just leaving it up to you.
All right, all right. I think that's a good idea. So yeah, Haulathon, and I mean that's a good point, Laszlo, about international buyers having to wait, but that's a double-edged sword. If everything comes out, then you're like, oh man, like this is such a hit to the wallet, you know. But spacing it out feels like the right thing to do, and it's only a week of time you have to wait. But that's the game you play when you collect. So
Yeah, well, sometimes I guess it's not bad to live in America.
Sometimes.
oh,
What?
we'll get to our segment of liberal fear mongering later on. So it's one of my personal favorites, obviously. So
Mikey's
uh,
go-to.
we go to. Let's go to.
Go-to political standing.
let's
Oh
go.
my!
Let's go
It's
to
about
our
toys.
next. Let's
About
go
toys
to.
here, Michael.
Oh, it's all in the same world, man. Our next story. Let's go to the next story. These Marvel Legend leaks. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks a little. I can probably zoom in a little bit for y'all. You can see that list. There we go.
Zoom it. There
Got
you
it.
go.
So we have this list. Thanks to displaying model behavior for sharing this on his stream. If you haven't, go check him out. I'm sure you have already.
Yeah,
But
so
really great
obviously
stuff.
it's a leak, and a lot of these things, you have to take it with a grain of salt. But from what I've heard, a lot of his leaks have generally panned out pretty close.
It's a fruitful leak tree for sure.
So yeah, I mean, regardless of if it's accurate or not, it's kind of fun to look through the list and see like the possibility, and hopefully some of these will be real.
Yeah.
It's just kind of fun to imagine,
Well,
what could be on the.
imagine when you were a kid. And this is what you had, right? You had your Secret Wars figures. You had this whole lineup, and so we already got a good amount. And there's so many more to go to finish this line, and so now you're getting that. And
Yeah.
I mean, do these bring back? I mean, I don't know. This was a two before your time. This feels right in your time, Larry.
Yeah, this was right in my time. Right in
Yeah.
my timeline.
Right in your timeline. So now, wave two, we're gonna get Constrictor, Falcon in the classic suits. I imagine Daredevil, which is super sought after. He's only been released in multi packs so far. Spider Man, I'm not sure which Spider Man. I would imagine probably just like traditional, or maybe that sort of like symbiote taking over his original costume. That would be a really cool look for him. Absorbing Man, and an unknown six figure. What would you like to see for the unknown
Unknown.
six?
Oh, that Magneto. A lot of people want a classic Magneto, and this would be a great chance to get another good looking Magneto, do something really cool with it.
So good looking.
Give it a little bit more of a retro feel, and maybe in the design. Maybe not so like chiseled, maybe give it a more like in the this figure here, where it's a little more um padded, I guess.
Like a padded Magneto.
Yeah, I mean, it's still really cool. I mean, any Magneto would be cool right now, especially in the classic colors. We've gotten a lot of Magnetos, but a lot of them have been just offshoots of different costumes he's worn throughout, like a lot of modern comic book runs. But I
Yeah.
mean, nothing compares to the original red and purple. And I know a lot of people are really after that because the last time they did one was in the 3-pack that was really hard to get with well, what's the name? Cyclops and Jean Grey. No, no, no,
Mhm.
no. Different one. That's the Wolverine pack. I'm talking with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Yes, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that was the family pack, and
Right.
that Magneto is really, really cool. They did a really great job. I mean, they really went for that like Jim Lee kind of style to that one. And so, what a fantastic one! But that was the only way to get them is in that 3-pack, and that 3-pack became pretty sought after.
Yeah.
And then we've only gotten like different versions of Magneto, like the Apocalypse one or the white one from Astonishing, and then I think a black one from the Ultimate Comics, but no red and purple, retro styling. So this would be a really good shot. What do you
Yeah.
think, David? Which one are you looking at?
Like right next to Magneto, that nice Hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a cool. And I mean, villains. I always like it when there's more villains because they always put so many heroes out. And
Do you
a good
want?
classic Secret Wars Hobgoblin would be. I
Yeah.
think would be pretty cool.
I mean, there's also apparently they made a brown faced Doctor Octopus.
I like it,
I mean,
Diversity, Mikey.
diversity for sure.
Exactly.
I think that might be a misprint on that figure, but
It
um,
was isn't that DEI?
the DEI and Secret Wars.
But looking at this picture, it also makes me think, what if we're gonna get beady-eyed Spider-Man? We're wondering what Spider-Man it is, but we're probably gonna get this one in the front here with the tiny little eyes.
That'd be perfect. I want tiny. I
That
want an alternate head with tiny
that would
eyes.
be really fun to see beady-eyed Spider-Man
Beady-eyed Spidey would be great.
with
I mean,
tiny little eyes. I
Baron
would
Zemo
definitely
would
be
be
into that.
great. I'm with you. Hobby would be awesome. Kang could possibly be one, but they also might just do other characters that I'm not even aware of because they could do anything really. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
some people were
it's a
talking
waiting game.
about the Wasp because some people couldn't get that classic Wasp in the 2-pack.
mm,
So they
mm,
put it on just like a Daredevil, but give people an option to get a Daredevil, put a Wasp
I
on.
yeah,
got it.
yeah. So there was this old pack from the '90s they did, and they had the Hulk, they had the Thing, they had and this the Spider-Man I was kind of referencing this sort of this mix of the symbiote taking over
Oh,
Spider-Man's
yeah.
body could be a
That's
really
actually a
cool
really cool
design.
idea.
Yeah,
Oh, man, a classic, real bright colored Hulk would be really fun.
yeah, because
You
people
know,
love Marvel
pink
Legends Hulks.
I know, give us some really pink pants, really bright green.
Bright
Some new
green.
articulation, maybe.
Please do not use any of the
No,
heads from the
yeah,
Maximum
same
Hulk.
old waste like you always do. Single jointed knees and elbows because that's what people want, obviously. So, oh man, I want to talk about like, okay, what are the other possibilities there are for the Maximum line, and it's just kind of stinky right now, and it's just 2 figures in. It's so sad. So,
Hopefully they'll bring it back with a third figure and really deliver something
yeah,
special. But yeah, I think a lot of people are on a downward look towards that line just because of the
yeah,
very
the whole,
lackluster Hulk showing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just did not work really well for that one. So, hopefully the third
Uh,
one. I think about like Magneto would be such a great character for a Maximum. You do so much with that, but
yeah, yeah. Like I said, Magneto is a character that a lot of people would love, and he really lends himself to a lot of really cool effects, a lot of
yeah,
different heads, a lot of
yeah,
really cool things they could do.
a cloth cape.
But yeah, what
So
else do we? Yeah, yeah, for sure.
we
Let's move
also
down this
have
line, see what other
Deadpool.
kind of
Yeah,
possibilities we have.
yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. You got Wolverine is probably going to have the bare arms. Blade, I imagine, just not the old school Blade from the '90s, but from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I'd love to see a nicely done Wesley Snipes blade. I remember I had the old Toy Biz one that was kind of fun, but he was very kind of stiff. And so to see a really cool Wesley Snipes version of Blade again would be really cool in a Marvel Legends. But I feel that Deadpool and Wolverine kind of missed the boat when they didn't put out more figures
yeah.
for the release of the movie. I know a lot of like the Wolverine and Deadpool were real popular when the movie came out, and I feel people just kind of got over it really, really quickly. So let's see if this line with the rest of the figures will have some momentum, or are they going to
Right.
fall flat just because there's so much time in between release of
Well,
the movie and release of the toy line?
well, that's the sort of the story with a lot of their MCU stuff or video game stuff, game reverse. It always feels it's just a year late,
Yep.
and that momentum you talk about is sort of dissipated, and now you're trying to refine that thing, and a lot of people just lose interest and they move on.
And then not only
Yeah,
that,
that's the problem.
Well,
Go
yeah,
on, David.
Larry.
they want to catch the interest, and instead of giving us Elektra or Gambit, they give us Cowboy Deadpool. It's like they want to keep the interest going. Give us the two characters that everyone would love to get, but
Obviously,
they do
yeah,
this, and now that means they're going to be a third wave of Deadpool and Wolverine to have Gambit and Elektra, maybe, or they'll stretch it out to a fourth wave. So
yeah. I imagine next one will be Nice Pool or Lady Pool with Gambit, with Electra, like you said, and maybe Battle Damage Wolverine or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, like I say,
okay.
it's
They
the
milk it
lack of
obviously.
the momentum is just, is it gonna have legs to go to a third wave, If
Mhm.
it's far behind on the second wave and then they wanna do a third wave sometimes next year, is anyone gonna care about them anymore? But we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Well, what's evergreen is always comic book figures, astonishing X-Men 2-pack, Colossus, Kitty Pride. So getting that new Colossus body they did for Deadpool and is
Yeah.
going to be with the
I'm
Kitty Pride
excited
figure.
about another Colossus. Colossus is a figure that we get requested pretty regularly at the shop, and there's just not a lot out there, you know. We got the one modern one they did with the two heads that came out during the Warlock wave, and then we got the two pack with the Juggernaut, and
Hmm.
that's about what we've seen in Colossus, you know. And I'm surprised they haven't given us another one, something to go along with. You know, they released a lot of the giant size X-Men characters.
Yeah.
You know, we just got Banshee in the green suit in this latest wave of retro figures that are hitting now. So, you know, we need another Colossus. I would definitely like to see a Colossus with the kind of more classic costume with the pointy shoulder, you know, pads
Hmm.
sticking out, and you know, just real kind of retro-ish. So we'll see what they do with it. But yeah, Colossus, a great figure. I think he's a little bit you know, underappreciated for such a kind of fun character.
Yeah, would love another Jim Lee Colossus from, I mean, from Mafex, obviously, like a chromed out sort of look. You saw, I mean, we were talking a little bit before we recorded about Star Wars Celebration, and some of those figures are going to have, they have that chromed out Mandalorian. So imagine something like that on a Colossus, how cool that
Yeah,
would look.
yeah.
That would be really, really cool. LD, how are you feeling about these astonishing X-Men figures?
Well, the Astonishing X-Men was a great storyline, so I want the whole crew. I'm hoping that with the Colossus and Kitty Pryde 2 pack will be really nice to get a Astonishing Beast next. That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool. So I like that they're continuing the Astonishing line. I think it's a cool group of the X-Men to put together.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be really cool to see how many more characters we get in the line. Spider-Man Retro, obviously, always super popular with the kids. Getting in 2099. Not sure what 2099 we'll get, but hopefully it's using a nice maximum body, probably because the
That would be nice to see them using, you know, the later um design, you know, bucks with all the great, you know, articulation and stuff
Mhm.
moving when we see a lot of these Spider-Man figures.
Yeah.
I don't know how often we'll see it. I don't know if they'll want to use it in a regular figure since they touted so much about it during the, you know, release of the Spider-Man. But you know, now that the molds are made, why not, you know, capitalize on them, give us some of the really good
Oh, I mean, they're gonna
figures.
do it. They're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I mean, there'll be like very small touches of reuse, but for the most part, 90% of that body is going to be used for all these other Spider-Mans. We'll see. It still remains to be seen. Who knows what kind of 2099 they're going to do, but I would imagine we'll see that body sooner rather than later. Uncanny Spider-Man, Spider-Man Venom, which I guess is just this sort of mix again of Spider-Man and Venom. Owl is pretty cool with Owl. Hypno Hustler. That's a funny one. And no,
I don't
I
I
like
don't
it.
even think I don't think I even know who that character is.
And then Cardiac. Um, yeah, you're like, huh? LD, what do you know about these characters?
Well, Uncanny Spider-Man. I would love to get that figure if that's true. It's a Nightcrawler as Spider-Man. I mean, who wouldn't
Yeah.
want that? He
Yeah,
borrows a
that's a
suit from
cool
Peter
looking figure.
Parker. He hangs out with Peter Parker. It's like they have some fun times fighting crime in the friendly neighborhood. So that one I'm excited for. I love all the Nightcrawler stuff.
Fair
So,
enough. Fair enough. That's a
but
good one.
yeah, Hypno
Cool, cool.
Hustler. That's not in my superhero roller or bad guy Rolodex. I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, there he is. That's a just a great character, well designed. Kind of a let's take a really fun character like Nightcrawler and put him in a Spider-Man suit and see what cool stories we can come up with. So very cool. I would definitely add that to my collection just because, like Larry was saying, I love Nightcrawler, and you know this was a really cool idea for a storyline. So just a cool looking figure.
Yeah, that one looks cool. I mean, they already have the Nightcrawler body they've used a bunch of times, so it's a pretty easy one for
Yeah,
them
it's an
to
easy one to do.
put together.
I'll buy that for $1, Michael.
You sure would. I was just rewatching RoboCop the other day. I played the game. Have you guys played Rogue City?
Mm-mm.
No, how is it?
It's really fun. If you love RoboCop, it's just that old school type of feel, and it takes place between RoboCop 2 and 3. So
Oh, that's neat.
it hits a nice little sweet spot, and yeah, it's just awesome. Peter Weller does the voice, so he's back
Nice.
as
Oh,
RoboCop.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good. It's a free game too if you have PlayStation membership. So
Very cool.
download
I'll
that
definitely
bad
have to
boy.
check that out.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Downloading right now.
Beep, boop, 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 boop. Spider-Man Venom. I think I've seen pictures but I don't really recall that Spider-Man Venom. LD, can you refresh my memory?
No, that's just, I'm wondering the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know what they're going with. Yeah,
We're
I mean,
just
it's a newer
we're too damn
storyline.
old. We don't know any of these newfangled
We're
storylines.
old fogies, man.
Yeah,
I don't know that one. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I guess there's
Oh,
this one called Venom War, but I mean, it's just him as Spider-Man as Venom, I guess,
all right, interesting.
right?
Maybe just another like younger, not really younger, but like a newer version of Peter Parker wearing the suit, more modern kind of
Well, it's just the Venom
visuals.
suit on Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. But obviously,
Yeah,
it's the symbiote again, right?
it's a
So
symbiote. Yeah.
some sort of new relationship with the symbiote again. You can see that the design is a little bit different, so it's a little bit like um, you know, changed up for a more modern take on it. So
Hmm.
could be cool. I mean, we'll see what the figure looks like if in fact this is, a legit figure.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
But yeah,
see.
it's cool. It's cool to speculate on some of these Spider-Man figures and seeing what they're going to look like. Like I said, out of the whole list, I'm probably the most excited about that Uncanny Nightcrawler Spider-Man. So we'll see what materializes, if any of these
You don't like
leaked
Al?
images.
What about
Al,
Al? Yeah.
Al, you mean
Owl.
Al from Deadpool? Oh, Owl. Are you saying Owl,
Owl.
Michael?
I'm saying owl.
Oh yeah, you gotta take the potato out of your mouth before you pronounce.
I forget to do that sometimes.
Owl. There you go.
Owl.
I thought you were talking about Al, like from the
Like,
Deadpool movie, the little old lady, Al, his roommate.
no, I'm
I
talking
would
about
actually want that figure. That would be a really funny figure. A little bag of cocaine. That would be really
that would be
weird.
really good. I'm talking about this owl.
Oh, owl.
Owl. Owl. No one said
There you go.
owl. Like Raja
Owl.
Ghul.
It's a
It's
interesting
it's a
figure.
guy.
I don't know if I would be super super excited for this one, but hey, man, there's people who like a lot of these more classic characters from the olden times. So
The golden times.
we'll
You know, it'll be fun
we'll
to get
see.
him on the clearance rack, I guess, at Ollie's or whatever.
Wow, you're already calling it a clearance figure?
Man,
Man, no respect for
no love
owl.
for Owl, aka Owl.
All right. I don't
He'll be
appreciate
there with the Hypno Hustler or whatever his name is.
Come on, give some love to the Hypno Hustler. You guys are just a bunch of negative Nancy Debbie Downers.
His name is
Really,
Hypno
really.
Hustler, Michael. I don't know how much love you can put out for something like that, but hey, to each their own, I guess.
Hypno.
But I think there was one left on that list, wasn't there?
I mean, look
Oh
who
wow, is that Hypno Hustler?
that's Hypno Hustler, man.
Oh my, that is quite the
Quite the
interesting
sight.
design. I had never seen it before, so it's just kind of like it's cool to like put a face to the name, and you're like, wow, that is not what I was expecting.
I mean, Hypno Hustler. He looks like a hustler and he's hypno.
And
He
that looks more like
hypnotized.
a pop rock star from like
I think that's sort of the
50 years
idea.
in the future.
I think that's sort of the yeah, that's it. That you nailed it. I feel like they nailed the description there.
Well,
So
it'll be interesting figure, as I
now,
say,
well,
maybe making its way to Ollie's.
wow, it's just like this is like your discount line or something.
They're
Unbelievable.
going all out on the
Don't
discount
disrespect
figures.
Ollie's. There's nothing wrong with Ollie's.
Nothing wrong with
And I'm
that.
not saying that. I'm just saying, you're going to be able to get it at a decent price.
What about this guy? Cardiac.
Which
What do you
one's
know
this
about
one?
Cardiac?
Ooh, Cardiac. Another figure. This seems like it might have come out a while ago. It kind of has like a 90s kind of feel to it, but I do not recall this at all.
It was after your time, after you stopped collecting comics, after they closed down all
Spider-Man
the
generally,
Walden
yeah,
books.
there you go. Interesting. Again, a character I'm not familiar with. I'm sure some people read the comics while this guy was there and kind of dig it. But for me, especially with so many figures available, these are probably easy passes for me. Because I have no relationship with these characters.
Yeah.
But interesting designs. We'll see what they look like as figures.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know really much about Cardiac. He looks cool. He could be a cool figure to have. I do like the owl and Hypno Hustler looks kind of fun. I kind of stick with sort of the guys that I know. I'm just stickler
Yeah,
with that, with my
you
music.
you could definitely pull off the hypno hustler look.
I could do
You know,
it.
I could see
I
you
could
in
do
like
it.
a nice glittery leotard with a real bright pink guitar.
I
I
feel
love
like
it.
you're. I feel like you're. Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's like calling me a woman, saying I can
No,
wear bright
Michael. I'm
leotard.
literally just think you're gonna look
Very
great.
feminine. Very feminine. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're gonna look good.
You are being salacious right now. You
I
are
think
a
this is
troll.
wonderful.
You're being a
I'm
being a
not I'm not
charlatan.
I'm not knocking you. I'm actually trying to give you some real cool ideas for
You have
Halloween.
no. You're just being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous. I won't have
Yeah,
it. I won't
we
have it
just
on this
recently had the
show.
conversation
This is a
about what
respected
cool
program.
couple costumes that you would do. Remember, we had the whole conversation at WonderCon.
We did. We
I'm
did.
just I'm just following up on that, Michael.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't need to follow up anymore. Follow up on one more figure that got it's been part of the leak, the abomination from an Incredible Hulk wave that might be happening. What other character would you want from Incredible Hulk line?
Well, I mean, a lot of people want that Abomination just because they weren't really happy with the Build-A-Figure one because it was a little small and kinda toad-like. Um, then they did the Gamerverse one, which was nice and bulkier, but the design of that one was just kinda ugly, and
Mm-hmm.
so I see a nice, real big kinda like the one, Larry showed us a while back, from, Marvel Select, like just a huge, chunky, real kinda like fish toad looking, abomination.
Yeah.
Real powerful looking one. That would be really cool to see it. But from the Hulk, man, there's some other cool ones. I would like to see Betty Ross as Red She-Hulk. I think that would be really fun. They did the Red Hulk now. We've got a few versions of him. We got a more modern version of the regular She-Hulk, but we haven't had a red She-Hulk since like the beginning of the Return of Marvel Legends,
Mm-hmm.
and she wasn't really that great a figure. And so I would love them to do a really awesome, red She-Hulk um, figure using all the kind of the new bells and whistles because I think she would look really really cool.
That's a good one. How about you, LD?
Well, I think it would be cool. Well, first of all, we're talking about Abomination and it's doing a whole line. Are these all going to be big deluxe figures? Which I think it would be cool to do a whole line of Hulk size figures.
Yeah. And
Like
I
I would,
think that's sort of the idea. You're making a line of deluxe figures. I don't know how many would be in that sort of
yeah,
line and how they come out, but I think that would be the idea. Unless you're gonna do some of like the smaller characters, you're gonna do the leader or something. You're gonna do
yeah.
another Bruce Banner.
No, that's why
Um,
I would hope that they would be. I would like do A Bomb, do Doc Samson, do
yeah,
like they've had different cartoons, all the comics. There's a plethora of people and villains, good guys, everybody you could do, and
Yeah,
they can
and
all
I
be
like some of the I
nice.
like some of the powered up versions of the Hulk. That they haven't really done one. I like the what were the like. There's a couple of like dark versions of the Hulk. It's like Claw. It's like kind of like black and red. You guys remember that one? It's like
mm-mm.
Hulk in reverse, but he's like this like crazy monstrous looking Hulk. That's really cool looking.
Sounds cool.
Um, yeah, and then there's like a overpowered Hulk where he like absorbs like the powers of some of the other Hulk creatures, and he becomes like this like super Hulk. I forget the name of that one, but man, some of those would be really really fun.
That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some really good suggestions out there. Gang, Thunderbolt Ross. We never seen it. I don't think we've ever seen. Besides, have we ever seen? We've seen the MCU Thunderbolt Ross, right? And I guess.
No, actually I don't even know, did they do what's his name, William Hurt, when he
Mm-mm.
was doing Thunderbolt Ross. I don't even know if they did one for the Edward Norton Hulk movie. Not that those
No
figures
idea.
were that great anyway.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to do a classic Lou Ferrigno Hulk, that'd be kind of
that
cool.
would be fun. I would love to see, classic Lou Ferrigno Hulk and Bill Bixby, maybe like a two-pack, just something like a special edition. That'd be
Hmm.
really cool to see something like that because they were just such an iconic look for those characters. So I would definitely love to see that. And I think they could do it pretty easily. So,
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed on those. So yeah, some cool leaks over there. We'll see which ones actually happen. I mean, like you said, he has a pretty good track record, good batting average when it comes to these leaks. He had also, I mean, a while back talked about sort of the MVC type characters, Blackheart coming in the 2-pack. I'm still waiting for that because I never got that wave because that wave was bullshit. But I just want that Blackheart so bad.
Hey,
It looks so awesome.
it kind of it helps us talk into our next segment about what's happening at RosCon.
RosCon. I mean, the best type of con could you get some pretty awesome figures at a very
Yeah,
discounted
so yeah,
price.
we've been seeing a lot of cool figures showing up at like Ollie's and Ross for significantly low prices, and a couple of the figures from the Blackheart wave were spotted there. I just saw a post with oh, what's her name? Um
Lady Latrine?
Lady Latrine. No. I forget her name. You know, she's like white with like a pointy forehead. She's got like 2 points. She's like
Lilith.
bad guy. Lilith, yeah, that's it. Lilith, that's her
Lilith.
name.
Mhm.
And she comes with the in the Blackheart wave. And I forgot, I think Brother Voodoo was also in the Blackheart wave, and they're
Hollow's
showing
oh
up for
yeah.
like $5.99. So if you're
Yeah,
looking to build it,
Hollow's Eve is also out there on the Spider-Man line for
Mhm.
yeah, that one's
5.99.
out there as well. What's the other one from that Blackheart wave was Hellstrom. You know,
Hellstrom, yeah.
he was there. So I don't know, if you get lucky, you might be able to acquire most of the pieces for a Blackheart at, you know, $5-6 a pop.
Yeah.
And not only were they doing Marvel Legends, but a lot of people are finding a Black Series Star Wars figures for like $3.99, which is pretty crazy. Yeah,
Look at
there's a
all
couple
yeah, look
Commodity
here.
Wave showing up.
Yeah, I mean, look, the X-Men 97 figures are also there too. Superior Iron Man, Strange Tale stuff. Could the Zabu wave is also out
That
there too, which
I
is
said
kind of cool.
Commodity, but yeah, Zabu. Yeah, that's a really cool wave. I kind of slept on that wave. The only one I really picked up right off the bat was the Cable, just because it's such a classic look for him. But I kind of wanted a few other figures from that line, so I'm hoping to be able to score them here at RosCon at such a great price,
The most
you know, and
wonderful time
hopefully
of the
find some
year,
more.
you know?
Yeah, find some more BAF pieces.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun, you know, and it kind of takes you back to the old days of like hunting figures at the stores, you know, with you know, the loss of a lot of the toy stores and a lot of you know, the Walmarts and Targets just not having anything anymore. It's kind of fun to like get in your car and say, I'm gonna go hit a couple of these places and see what treasures I can find, if any, you know, kind of like the Haulathon was kind of that fun way too, is like giving you a reason to go back to Target to hunt for toys because you're like, well, this should be there. Hopefully, we can find some really fun stuff
Mhm,
and just kind of get that experience a lot. Because a lot of people, I think, kind of moved on, you know,
right,
and are really just kind of buying stuff online, you know.
yeah,
And I think there's like a fun thing about going to a toy store, and that's why I enjoy Hidden Temple Toys so much, because it gives people the opportunity to head out to a store and look for treasures and hold the things in your hands. You know, be surprised with something you didn't even know existed, and you're like, "Whoa,
mhm,
this is so cool!" You know,
yeah.
and so I just like it when you know there are things like this that kind of drive people out to go hunting and shopping around and looking for like really fun stuff, especially at great deals.
And that is a great segue to show off our sponsor of Figures Not Included.
Buy toys.
Burn. Feel the burn at Hidden
Burn.
Temple
Feel the
Toys.
burn. The heartburn
Feel the
buying toy.
heartburn of toy collecting.
The heartburn of toy collecting.
I think you should offer
That's
like
how it
a
is, guys.
Pepto Bismol when people walk in. You know, that might be a good
Oh, yeah.
little like
Yeah, we
spot.
actually just had a giant dragon head, installed in the shop, which is actually really fun. It's from the 50th anniversary of Dungeons& and Dragons. It's this massive, red dragon. He's got, like, 1 blind eye,
Oh,
and he's
that's
big
intense.
mouth. It's super cool. Yeah, I thought we weren't gonna get it because it got lost in the mail for, like, 3 weeks, but eventually it showed up. The box was all busted up, but the thankfully, the head was in perfect shape, and so it's hanging up there
How big is it?
on
What's
the
the size of
wall.
it?
Oh, it's massive. It's like huge. It's probably like, what do you think, David? You saw it. It was like 3 feet, 2.5 feet.
Yep, 2 feet by 3 feet. It's huge.
Yeah, it's like that. It's a big one.
You guys love your huge dragons.
Oh, I love a huge dragon.
I mean, talk about it. Talk about how much you love huge dragons. I mean,
you know me how much I love dragons. You saw a reaction when they revealed the Beathir at Legion's Con. You were sitting next to me.
You were sweating.
I was sweating. I was salivating. I mean, juices were flowing. I'm excited.
I've only seen your pants explode 2 times. One time at San Diego Comic-Con and at Legion's Con. And we won't get into the San Diego Comic-Con one.
Oh, that's a whole another podcast.
That's a whole.
What happens in San Diego Comic-Con stays at Comic-Con. That was an adventure, was it not?
It really was. But
I just want to take this opportunity to thank David Larry here for saving my life. I think saving all our lives, Michael.
You really did. He was our guardian angel, and not because he's white, because he was really watching over us.
A beautiful, beautiful white angel.
He was. He was just hovering over us, going,
"Thanks, David.
Yeah.
I will save you all
with big angelic wings." It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. We want to finish our game. I want to finish my game because I thought it was very fun. It's the most fun that I've had in I think the whole year. So if you would do me the honors, Ned, of finishing the show that I like to call Hulkin A Fool. So this is part 2 of our game. Part 1, I think, was just a rousing success.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. I felt like I dominated. You know,
really, you really did. You kind of
crushed Larry like a Hulk.
You hulked him up. You know, I mean, I feel like minimum Hulk on that one. You were really maximum. I gotta say, I was really proud of you.
Maximum, but that's me.
You know, it's gonna get a lot more difficult now.
All right, bring it on. Let's see what you got. You know. I am ready to test my knowledge.
It's gonna be good.
Foreboding.
All right. So I got a list of 9 questions, and I want them answered immediately. So no pictures this time, just from the top of your head. We'll have very similar, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire type of things. So, you know, if you
need multiple choice,
you gotta no.
Ooh, can I phone Larry?
You can phone Larry. Yeah, you can phone Larry. He'll be your. You get 2 lifelines with Larry. We'll talk to our friends at AT&T to get Larry on the line when you need him. So. Okay,
I'm ready. I'm excited.
All right, here we go. I need my music though. That's the most important part. All right. Question number 1. What color was the first Marvel Legends Hulk from Toy Biz? This is the Marvel Legends Toy Biz line.
The Marvel Legends Hulk from Toy Biz?
Yes. Wave 1. Series 1.
The Series 1, he was green.
Correct! Correct.
I remember that figure. I actually have him in the shop right now.
Oh, beautiful. Question number 2. Who else was in Series 1 with Toy Biz Hulk?
That's easy. Toad.
Correct. But I've also accepted Captain America or Iron Man.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 3. What other figure was with the 80th anniversary Hulk?
80th anniversary? What other figure? Like came in the packet or like was with that line?
He was. It was a 2-pack.
With the 80th anniversary Hulk? I'm trying to remember what version that was. 80th anniversary Hulk in a 2-pack. Ooh, I think you might got me on that. Larry, I'm gonna have to call you in.
Schnick.
In 80th anniversary Hulk.
I can think of the Hulk 181.
What were the? I'm trying to think of the packs. What were the packs?
It was a 2-pack. Celebrating 80 years of Marvel. Wait, is this an official help with Larry?
You want me to tell?
Yes.
Wolverine.
I'm calling Larry in, an official lifeline, to help me kind of figure out which
Wait,
two-pack
we
it
gotta
was. I'm
talk to our
trying to
friend
remember.
The Lifeline music. Larry, welcome to the show.
Help me out, man. Spit it out, Larry.
My friend Ed here. Need ya.
A blue and yellow guy named Wolverine, maybe.
Oh, that's the 2-pack. Yes, it was first appearance Wolverine, right? Final answer.
Nailed it. Good guess. Yeah.
I cannot remember that 2-pack for the life of me, but yes, I remember first appearance Wolverine.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. That's why we keep David around.
For the answers to life's difficult questions and saving our lives.
The little angel on my shoulder.
He really is. Let's keep going. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
How ready are you? Okay,
I am so ready right now.
Name 2 other companies besides Hasbro and Toy Biz that have produced Hulk figures.
Oh man, I love the intensity and the production value of this. 2 other companies besides Hasbro and who?
Toy Biz.
Toy Biz?
Besides Hasbro and Toy Biz, let me put on my Regis Philbin voice. That might help.
That have
Hasbro and Toy
done.
Biz that have produced Hulk figures.
I'm gonna say Marvel Select. And who else did a good Hulk figure? Hot Toys.
That's your final answer.
That's it.
We'll take it. You can pick NECA, Hot Toys, and Select. Diamond Select. So, all right. That's great. I mean, you're doing so good now.
I did it.
Not over.
Oh no.
All right. You ready?
Come on, Mikey, stump me. Give me something hard.
What year did the first Marvel Legends Hulk release? Was it 2000, 2001, 2002, or 2003?
Oh wow, that's a good one. What year was that? I want to say 2000.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It was 2000. Larry, do you want to take a guess?
2002.
Correct.
I think Larry Googled it.
I feel like
No.
Google. Larry, I think you should finish the game. I only have 2 more questions, so let's see. I want to test your knowledge now. Larry, you're in the hot seat, kid. Let's play the game. All right. What was the first Hulk figure when Hasbro took over Marvel Legends?
What was the first Hulk figure?
You can name one of the first Hulk figures. Just one of them.
I'm not understanding the question.
You know what? I don't like this question. Trigger from the record.
Wasn't it Gladiator Hulk?
It was Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk.
Well,
Yeah, now
Gladiator Hulk is Planet Hulk.
I think it was a good question, but you got me subconscious about it. So
I would've got it.
Let's move on. Okay. As of this current date, how many 2-packs has Hulk been a part of in the Hasbro era of Marvel Legends? You can phone a friend if you need to.
Can I use Google?
I'm
No.
gonna.
Google be our
No.
friend.
We're playing Circa 2001. Okay.
It's more.
We call
Either,
Siri?
either online or on the phone. You can't do both.
It's more than one.
What about Alexa?
It is more than one. That is correct.
Uh,
We already talked about one, David. We talked about the one with the
Wait. Is this your
Wolverine,
official
right?
help?
I'm phoning a friend.
Oh, I had no. I can play the music. It's so.
No.
It's important to the show. The structure of the
Yeah.
show is the most
Mikey
important
really
thing.
likes the.
I'm a
Mikey
stickler
really likes
for
the.
rules. So, yeah, friend
There's a
AT&T
2-pack.
reaching Ed.
There's a 2-pack with Wolverine. There's a 2-pack with Bruce Banner. Trying to think if there's any other 2-packs that he came in.
That's only two I know.
2-packs? I know there's a 3-pack that they did. That I don't know. Is it only
Okay,
2-packs or 3-packs?
let me. It's hard with a number. Let me give you multiple choice. Okay. Is it 4, 5, 6, or 7? Oh, you gotta go. That's it. I gotta.
Yeah, I can name 4 that I know. The Hulk with the Hulkbuster.
I'm muting you, Ed. No, you're done. You're muted. That's it. You lost it. That's the whole point of the game. You only have 45 seconds.
I'll go with 5.
That your final answer?
My final answer.
It's 4.
It's 5.
Which is the 5th one?
I have the list here. I had it here somewhere. I did the work beforehand, but I had a whole sheet with all this stuff. So
We believe you.
I wouldn't fool you. I mean, you got it right. You got it right. All right, this is it. The final question for 1 million
Toy.
rupees. for 1 million maximum hold.
At Hidden Temple Toys.
Hidden Temple Toys. Oh, thanks to Hidden Temple Toys.
What?
Answering our $1 million question. Okay. Name at least 4 of the Hulks from the Fing Fang Foom wave. You can use your friend for help.
I'm gonna phone a friend.
You're in.
Bing Bang Boom Wave? I think Scar was in it.
Are you guys familiar with the wave?
Vaguely.
This is Hasbro.
It's
Early days of Hasbro. The Build-A-Figure.
Scar's one of them. She-Hulk. Larry, do you have anything?
No, I don't remember.
Gray Hulk. Doc Samson. Scar.
Absorbing Man?
What?
No.
I think I told you all of them. It's because I Googled it.
No, you lose. Yeah. And then we're working this out again. See, my Regis Philbin became a 1940s gangster. Your options were Classic Hulk, The End Hulk, which is my personal favorite, Savage Gray Hulk. So that was one then.
Well, the End is game show.
King Hulk, She-Hulk, and Son of Hulk.
What about Doc Samson?
That wasn't a Hulk from the wave.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about just Hulks. You didn't understand the question, and you Googled it, and you beefed.
So we're just like a bunch of total losers here.
Yeah, you lost everything. Well, at least Hidden Temple Toys is off. So, woo. Nice
Thanks
one.
for not knowing, Larry.
Thank you guys for participating in this rousing game of
Oh, that
Hulkin
was so
Fool.
rousing, Michael.
I hope
You
so.
are.
I hope we were all
That was
well
good.
roused. One.
Larry was so plump from the game.
It started swelling with every question. Like, he couldn't take it. He had
Oh,
to
he
leave.
laughed. He
He
did
blew
not
up.
like that joke.
He just blew up for him.
Low blow.
Literally. Are
Sorry, David.
you okay,
Apologies.
Larry?
Maybe so angry.
Did you pop one really quick? What happened? Oh man, that was delightful.
This is a great one. That was a great one, Michael. I love your enthusiasm and your ingenuity to bring such a fun and exciting game to the show.
I was ripping off an old game from the 2000s, but thank you. I'll
I
take the
know.
credit.
I mean, hey, you ripped it
So
off so good.
that's how I know. You know me. I like to rip. You know what else I like to do? Ooh.
Love that new
Oh,
figure smell.
open new figures?
I mean, who doesn't love a new figure, especially that
Who doesn't?
smell?
Oh, it's such a good smell.
Such a good smell. I am so excited for this figure.
Whoa,
I
what
am
did you what
waiting.
did you get?
Oh, well, let me just show you right here on the camera. This is the
Is that Toby?
Tobey. That's Tobey. This is the Tobey Mayfix.
Is Toby short for Tobias? Is he really
Tobias
Tobias
Fun-
Maguire?
Tobias Funke Maguire in all his shiny, shimmery glory. You know, a lot of people were complaining online. I don't know if they're complaining, but you've seen a lot of people apply the matte, um, finish to him, and it looks cool. But I actually don't mind the sort of shininess to him. I mean, he looks extra shiny with the
Oh,
light bouncing off him, but I
yeah, I
still
mean, if
think
you're
he looks
putting him
pretty
right
good.
up to a light, he's gonna really reflect. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good to me. I kind of like the sheen on him.
I love that sheen. I love that sheen, Charlie Sheen, all the sheens. They're all
Love.
great.
Hey, what do you think of this guy? Have you got to mess around with him, bend him, fold him?
Oh, he's very foldable. I mean, absolutely foldable. You know,
Is he like comparing him to maybe let's say the maximum one you got to mess with? How comparable is it?
well, you know what? I mean, listen, Mafex, however you want to call him, a rose by any other name is still as beautiful. But this thing is really cool. I do like the maximum one. I mean, it's Marvel Legends compared to Mafex. I mean,
I'm more
it's
curious about like
comparable.
articulation wise, like how like engineered wise is this one able to do a lot of the really cool poses from the movie? Is he a little stiffer than the Maximum Spider-Man? Like, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think this feels great. You know, sometimes they can feel a little dainty. You feel like you might break a Mafex sometimes, but this guy moves really well. Everything feels tight and but still smooth. And like I was just sort of getting to the point that Mafex has sort of upgraded themselves and they've always reached a higher level with their engineering, with their articulation. I mean, compared to just the old Spider-Man figure, this guy just feels a lot more sturdier and doesn't feel like you're about to break his wrist or his peg at any moment. Sometimes they can feel a little fragile, but this one doesn't feel
Hmm.
like that. This one just feels nice and stocky and moves really well. And I don't feel like I'm about to break him if I move it in a weird sort of position, you know?
Yeah,
I this is I mean it's one of my favorite looks for Spider-Man. So
it's a
I
cool
think he
one,
looks
very classic. A lot of people grew up on this Spider-Man. They love the way it looks. It's kind of like a lot of people remember Christopher Reeve as Superman. People
mhm.
remember Tobey Maguire as the original Spider-Man. Obviously, we have to see him again in the MCU coming back for the No Way Home. So, very iconic look for Spider-Man and really cool to see a really nicely made figure based off of that one.
Yeah, he's
What does this
just
one come with?
he comes with a whole buttload of accessories. Is it him to throw in a punch, you know? Just want to do a little fun punch. He's cool, man. He's cool. He looks just like him. I don't want people. I mean, look, man. I get people gotta be nitpicky. I understand that you pay a lot of money for these figures, but sometimes at the end of the day, they just feel nice in hand. That's all. That's the name of the game. Sometimes you bring a ton of stuff. You bring multiple sets of hands, alternate heads. I mean, I think we got to look at the Toby head. That's sort of
Oh
pretty
yeah, I
important.
mean that's half the fun.
You let me know what you think about these heads, and I'll form the head.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Ah, form Tobey Maguire.
It's
It
like
looks
his
good.
sort
I
of
like it. It's got the
yeah,
nice
it's not
little,
bad.
goofy smile, little grin on it. Nicely
Yeah,
combed hair.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
terrible
it's not
shot
too
there,
sure.
Michael.
I was trying to do my other camera. Maybe it works on my other one.
Ah.
But I mean, look, the head sculpts look good. The accessories are cool. I would love a battle damage one from the first movie. I think that is such a cool look, and we've never
Mhm.
really seen that before.
Well, they did do one in the Toy Biz line.
I'm talking about modern day, but yeah, they did. I
Oh,
mean, Toy Biz
modern one.
did so many
Yeah.
cool versions. I mean,
Oh yeah, they did. They did. I was gonna dig up my original Tobey Maguire, but I did not want to go through my bins, so I didn't do it.
oh, thanks for participating.
But yeah, I still have him in the original package. I never opened him. He's really, really cool. He comes on the few. I'm pretty sure that's the first one that came on the eagle head gargoyle thing from the building.
hmm Yeah. Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah, very cool one. I got a bunch of those from the movies that I never opened, but they're really, really cool. But they're buried in the bottom of a bin, and yeah, I wasn't gonna go digging for them.
You know what? I'll excuse you this one time. That's one
I,
strike,
appre-
but don't
I
let it happen.
appreciate it, Michael.
Oh, sorry. I'm exciting you so much with a.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, whew, this Toby head is really
I feel like you're
invigorating.
yellowing in front of our very eyes, which means we should get to the yellowing. What do you want to show
Oh
us
my!
the yellowing this week, Ned?
I warned you. I warned you about late nights.
I know
So yeah,
you can't hang past 8 p.m.
I didn't dig out. I didn't dig out the 6-inch Toby, but I did have something easily accessible, and this one is actually pretty awesome because they really like did a great job engineering this. This is something you'd want to see on like a lot of the different figures nowadays. But a lot of people have actually come into the shop asking if this thing was available because they remember having this growing up. And here is my main man himself, Toby, but the 18-inch variety. So
Look at that thing.
this figure is like super fun because I mean, with this scale, they're able to really, really kind of do all the little engineering parts. I mean, he has like every single kind of joint you can think of. He has everything's ratcheted on this thing. He's got butterflies. He's got, what do you call these shoulder cuts? He's got double elbows. He's got every finger is articulated. He's got wrist articulation. I mean, crazy. He's got like 3 cuts for the waist. He's got ball jointed, double jointed knees, ball jointed hips,
I
toe
mean,
joint.
you want to talk about maximum. I
I mean,
mean,
look at this. He's got double ball toe joints, not just one toe joint, but double.
I've
Look at that. That's
never
crazy.
seen that. It's wild. That's so crazy.
An
That's
actual
wild.
double toy joints. So I mean, and this thing is so cool. I mean, these got crazy good neck articulation. I mean, look, he can look straight down. What's on the floor? What's on the floor? I mean, look straight up. What's that? Oh, snap,
I
And
mean, even the Mofex
he's
can do
actually
that.
really fun to move around because you can hear it. I mean, he really cracks. All those
We do a
ratchets
little
and
ab
stuff like that.
articulation test to see which one.
Oh yeah, look at this guy. This guy, I mean, I think this guy could really get down there if you wanted
Down
to,
on it.
Especially with that extra neck joint. I mean, he's a fun little guy right there. Look at that.
This is how far down you can get with the ab on the Mofex one. I feel you can get
Oh
more
yeah,
range
this
on.
guy's got him beat. I mean, look at that
crazy.
back bend.
Oh, look at that back bend, baby.
I mean, so you can get this guy in
Listen,
some really cool poses. I got him hanging up on my wall here, and I mean, you can see. I mean, he really moves, and he's really fun to ratchet and kind of mess
it's
around with.
it's crazy. So this figure came out almost 20 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. And the way you're able to still move it around and it's still perfectly ratcheted, the joints on that thing, the engineering on that was I want to say it, spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, this thing was so well done, I mean, like I said, after so many years, he's still in great shape. All his joints are real nice and stiff. He can really get into like any kind of position, any kind of modern figure can get into. I mean, Toy Biz was really like ahead of their time with some of these ideas, especially when they were able to execute it on this kind of scale where it didn't really look bad. Because a lot of the problem with a lot of the articulation on the 6-inch Marvel Legends was that they were just super, you know, uh, intrusive. Like they were so visually, unappealing because, on such a small scale figure, you can see all the joints, all the double knees, and, they weren't as well hidden as the figures are today. But on a figure of this scale, I mean, you couldn't really tell. Look, I mean, look at the knee joints. There's no like pins or anything. It's all internal. I mean, just super, super well done. Talk about Maximum Spider-Man. I mean, this thing is amazing.
Do you remember how much it cost?
Oh man, yeah. I don't think it was even that much money. I think it was like $20 or $30.
That's crazy.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was more like
I don't think it
$50.
was 20. There's no way that thing was 20. It had to be like at least like $50 or something, 60 maybe.
Maybe it was, but it wasn't more than $50. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, if I had to guess, it was probably like in the $40 to $50 range.
I mean,
I could be totally wrong though, but I don't remember paying a lot for this figure. I remember getting it and I was really excited about it, and it didn't break the bank. But yeah, super cool figure.
it
Love
still looks great. It looks really good. I mean, it still holds up the test of time. A lot of the Toy Biz don't, but that one absolutely does. So
yeah, this figure has been one of my favorites. And like I said, I love it because it's such an iconic version of Spider-Man, especially being the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So super cool Spider-Man. Super fun figure to mess with. I'm really happy that he's still hanging here on my wall.
still whipping around.
Yeah, super fun. And I remember he actually came with like accessories that you could clip onto his wrist, and he would shoot like little projectiles and stuff. I have them in a bin somewhere, but
Yeah, that's right.
the figure itself is the real star of the show. All the little accessories weren't that big a deal, but what a well engineered figure, and the scale of them, it's so much fun to mess with. So yeah,
cool.
definitely one of my favorite pieces in my Spider-Man collection.
That is so awesome. I love that one. I remember you having it. I remember just being so envious. I don't remember ever getting that one. Did you ever get that one, David?
No, I wish I wasn't able to. I got some of the other big boys. I got the Wolverine that came out, the Cap. I
Oh
think I
yeah,
got
the Icons line.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the Spider-Man is so cool because it was its own thing. It was an 18-inch, super articulated.
Yeah, I mean the
anything
icon line was like a 12-inch figure line. It wasn't that big. So like to get a figure on the scale of this guy, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's yeah, let me measure it for you guys here to make sure what. Oh yeah, definitely 18 inches.
the Spider-Man.
Big old figure.
The Spider-Man. Not your.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, either one, guys.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We only.
Yeah, I actually had the Maximum Spider-Man. I wanted to show it to you guys. The Maximum, the original Icon Spider-Man, which is really cool because it's modeled after Todd McFarlane. So actually, probably another one of my favorite Spider-Man figures that I own.
I don't feel like we're ever gonna get an actual fully. I mean, the Maximum is probably the closest we'll ever get to a full-on Toddy Mac Spider-Man. Unfortunately.
Oh, I don't know about that. You should see this one. Where did I just put it? I literally had it like 2
maybe
seconds
it's
ago.
up your butt.
And I was like, I'm gonna show this.
It's up your 18-inch.
Like, nah, I'm not gonna show this because it's not the Toby. But now I feel like I could have showed it and it would have been really cool, and I think people would like to see it.
I think people love to hear about how cool we could have done something and not do it. I think people, that's what they come for.
That's
It's
good
the,
entertainment.
You like
They-
to see
yeah,
where
yeah.
we screw
they
up
come
and
for a good entertainment with
not
the
show
potential
'em the
of
good
great
stuff.
entertainment. That's our show.
That's our show, guys.
We're almost
Our
there.
mediocre and
Yeah,
half-assed
we're
production.
really living up to the figures not included names. So.
We are the figures really not included, guys, because I cannot find it.
We warned you. We warned you. We've been doing it for 8 episodes now. So
I mean, it's in the name of the show, guys. So
It's- at a
no
certain point,
complaints,
it's your fault.
no
It's-
refunds, people.
No refunds are not included as well.
That's definitely the subtitle, the subtext.
Like going to mechanic and being like, "Sorry, wheels not included" or something. It's-
Sorry, folks, brake pads are not included.
You know what is included with this show is a special box that was sent to me by the proprietor at Hidden Temple Toys.
Oh yeah,
Sent me some
yeah.
wonderful things. This beautiful Cobra Techno Viper.
Ooh.
I love the purple on this one. This is so cool. That's a really great one.
Fill in a little holes in your GI Joe collection.
I know. I love the Joes, man. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed, but there's some really cool designs I have to get. This is another one right there. This is Night Creeper. You leaving? Bye,
Isn't that what
guys. Saying bye to the family while I say hello to some G.I. Joe figures.
Isn't that what they called you in high school, Mikey? The Night Creeper?
Call me that every decade.
They called you that everywhere you go. Oh, there's that Night Creeper.
I would creep around at night in my neighborhood.
You just were walking around in people's backyards.
They close the blinds really quick. It's a Night Creeper. Hide.
11 at night, and there's like, oh, there's a Night Creeper again.
There
Close
he
the
goes,
blinds.
creeping around.
Michael,
I lived up to the
how
name.
terrible for you.
Blockies, super cool. Love Blockies. They're the best. I'm gonna open it right now with you guys.
Ooh, who did you get? Who'd you get?
That is the best part of Blockies. Is the fun of opening them up. Rip it. You gotta rip it, right? That's how I
Yeah,
do
if you
it.
don't rip it, what's the fun?
Then what's the point? And this is not even the coolest thing in the box. Blockies are the best, man. They're just so cool.
They're so much fun. We actually have a really nice display of them that we got at the shop, and people just love coming in and buy. We actually had a couple of people in there the other day, and there was a young kid and an older collector, and the older collector was like, "I'm going to help you find the one you want," because he really wanted Ultra Magnus. And so the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to collect some too, but if I find Ultra Magnus, I'll give it to you." And the guy literally bought like 8 or 10 blockies, and they got it. He got the Ultra Magnus and gifted it to the young kid, and it was like, we got to keep the next generation interested in Transformers.
This is the way to
And
do
then
it.
Karma smiled on him, and he found the one he wanted, which was Shockwave. So it was really fun to watch them dig through them and get the ones they want.
I would love to interview Shockwave next week. Maybe you can talk to him.
I don't know about Shockwave, but Soundwave might be available.
Soundwave, yeah. Sorry, Soundwave. Yeah, Soundwave. Yeah, there's a lot of waves, so a lot of waveforms.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do. See if we can get him on the show.
Yeah, I talked to him off camera, and he's a cool guy. So we can.
Yeah.
Big
Some people think so.
I think so. I got Jazz,
Ooh, Jazz.
which was my favorite Transformers as a kid.
So are you jazzed to get Jazz?
So, the king of puns. Well, to get to the real treat of the unopening, look at these. We got official figures, not included stickers. I'm going to paint the town blue and orange in New York City. You hear me, Mayor? I'm coming for y'all. You're gonna see all this vandalism everywhere.
You show Giuliani, Michael.
Is that the
What?
I'll find him. I'll find his decrepit body somewhere in New York. It's leaking from his forehead. But he'll be super shocked when he sees this.
What?
Figures not included T-shirts.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yes, baby. We are legit.
Merch
We got merch.
coming soon. If you guys want it, what do you think, Michael? Shall we throw some merch on the shop?
Yeah,
Do
I
we
think
even have a
should.
shop?
Do we have a shop? Well, you have a shop.
Well, I have a shop, but do we have a Figures Not Included shop, or we should just run it out of Hidden Temple Toys?
We should probably run that out of Hidden Temple Toys, and I think we have a website too somewhere.
I know.
It's like a geocities.com.
Geocaching.com.
Figures not included.
What was it? Angel Fire?
Yeah, angelfire.com / figures not included.
Oh,
Oh man, that's for the
yeah.
oldies out there.
If people are interested and they're interested in getting a cool T-shirt or maybe some cool merch, check us out. We'll probably, if there's interest, we'll drop them on Hidden Temple's website and link it to Figures Not Included.
I mean, this is good quality. You can tell.
I
just
mean,
touching
it's a nice shirt.
This isn't one that you wear after you go work out or you wear working out. This isn't like this is.
Oh no, this you wear
you
to
wear
like
with,
a
like, a
job
blazer.
interview.
Job interview, yeah.
You're gonna wear this out to like a nice dinner, meeting the in-laws. You know, you're gonna wear it to your kid's graduation.
Yeah,
definitely
christening.
not. Definitely not something you want to wear like mowing the lawn.
No. This is a high-end fabric quality shirt. So, I can't wait for people to get that in their hands once we actually make a good amount. So.
Exactly. That's what it's about, right, Michael?
So it's about. It's about spreading the wealth, spreading the toys, spreading the joy, and spreading that cash, baby. So
spreading those legs.
Spread those legs.
Have you guys ever seen the toes on this figure? This is the movie Venom. I was actually gonna throw them when you did the Tobey to be like, it would have been cool if these two got together in a movie. But have you seen the toes on this guy?
It's so gross.
Why are they so spread apart? Look at that.
It's offensive.
It's like monkey toes.
I mean, that's a Venom. I mean, if someone's gonna have gnarly toes, it'd probably be Venom.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but that's just
Like
funny
chicken feet
looking.
almost. Yeah,
chicken feet.
Very
cool figure though. Very cool. I borrowed this one from my son. He's like, Daddy, use my Venom. I was like, all right. I'm coming for you, Tobey. Your ass is grass. Does he say that? No.
Yes, that's a line from the movie.
I think that's what he says, right?
Nailed it. Well, I think we nailed another great episode, guys. Any final thoughts for the viewers out there?
Oh yeah. Final thoughts. I would say go out, hunt toys, hit those Rosses. If there's an Ollie's near you, hit that Ollie's. Try to find some figures at bargain prices and have some fun just doing the old school way of looking around. Google your local collectible shop, toy shops, comic book shops. Check them out, see what they got going on. And if you're near Selma, North Carolina, come see us. Hidden Temple Toys. Play with the Venom. Check out his little toes.
I think you're deterring people away from playing with your Venom.
Yeah,
toes.
you think it is? No one's going to want to come play with these toes?
Come play with my toes.
Kind of reminds me of Larry's
type of client. You might attract the wrong type of clientele with the toe people.
Or the right.
Larry knows about that. Larry's got a different kind of collection in the other room.
That's why he's always been part of the Foot Clan.
Exactly. And not the turtle kind.
Not the turtle kind. Well, we're going to go turtle away for the rest of the day, but we hope you don't. We hope you like. We hope you subscribe. We hope you play with your toys. But Ed?
Yeah, you can't play with our toys because figures not included.
So long.
No, too much? Was it too much?
Just right.
I never know.